What could make a man after God's own heart fall into one of the greatest sins in the Bible? This is the story of the Night King decision made to David that changed many lives forever.
There was a time when kings went out to war with their armies, but this time, David stayed behind in Jerusalem. While the soldiers fought on the battlefield, the king remained in comfort. Sometimes the greatest dangers appear when we're not where we are supposed to be.
One evening, David walked on the roof of his palace, and from the rooftop he saw a woman bathing. Her name was Bathsheba. She was beautiful. She was also married, her husband fighting for the loyal soldier named Uriah the very king who now watched his wife. David had a choice. He could turn away. He could forget what he saw. But instead, the king sent messengers. Bring her to me. And in that moment, a small temptation turned into a great sin.
Time passes. David sits troubled in his palace. Soon after, Bathsheba sent a message to David, the king with child, panicked. Instead of confessing, David tried to hide Miss Michal. He called Uriah back, hoping the child would appear to belong to him.
But Uriah was an honorable man. He said, "How can I enjoy comfort while my fellow soldiers sleep in the open fields?" So he refused to go home. David's plan had failed.
So David made a terrible decision. He wrote a letter to commander of the army, and in that letter he ordered something shocking. Place Uriah in the front lines where the battlefront is fiercest, then withdraw, leave him alone, so that the very man David betrayed carried the letter that sealed his fate.
And so it happened. Uriah died in battle. And David took Bathsheba as his wife. But though the king believed his secret was hidden, God had seen everything.
God sent a prophet named Nathan to confront David. Nathan told the king a story about a rich man with many sheep who stole the only lamb of a poor man. That man deserves to die. Then Nathan at the king, "You are the man."
At that moment, David finally saw the weight of his sin. The king, who once defeated giants,
had been defeated by his own heart.
Sin promises pleasure, but it always brings consequences. Even the strongest believers must guard our hearts, because one moment of temptation can change everything.
When David truly repented, God forgave him, and that same mercy is still available today. No failure is beyond the reach of God's grace.
If this story opened your eyes, subscribe and become a little witness.